Badder than him. I was forced.
People man can't stop thing. People man comfortable and nice.
It's another week of Star Chat. I'm your host, Davina. And of course, you know what we're here to do. We're going to talk about all the hot topics that have dominated social media this week. Joining me is my co-worker, senior entertainment reporter, Shereita. And via Zoom, international artiste, Room Ram, QQ. Thanks for joining us, QQ.
Well, go on.
All right, let's get right into it. The first topic, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, entertainment industry is free at last. We can finally go outside after 9 o'clock because look, most we never know outside look after 9 o'clock. So 11 p.m. is now the new curfew time. I'm gate 10:59, whether I have somewhere for go or not. How do you guys feel about it? Let's start with QQ.
I have mixed feelings about it. A lot of persons are saying I should be rejoicing. But the reason I have mixed feelings about it is because when I look at the vaccination rates, any spike at all that's there, we're going to get blamed for it. You know what I mean? If there's any form of spike or anything just go wrong, the entertainment sector is going to be blamed for it. And I mean, while I do appreciate, the government now, after all the uproar and people deciding that, we can't take it no more and really being vocal about it on Twitter and Instagram and different social media pages, that they've decided to not even free up, but be a little bit more lenient towards the industry. I really feel it's not so much geared at even dancehall, but it's more so geared at, like the theaters and certain industries, because really and truly, dancehall, you don't find a dancehall party that ends before 11 o'clock.
That starts before 11, really?
Definitely. Probably 11. But nonetheless, I'm grateful for any attempt to make back money.
That's true. And Shereita, they're offering free venues, which I really appreciate.
And they've also cut the price for permits by half. So
I think they're saying you have to pay for the operational cost for the venues, but not to actually rent the space, right? I believe.
The operational costs are definitely on the promoters. I don't want to keep party, but the venue is free.
The space, that's free.
So I mean, and that's another good gesture.
Let us move on to the next topic. Usain and Casey have welcomed twin boys, Saint Leo Bolt and Thunderbolt. I really love the name Thunderbolt.
I love the names. I love the names.
Love it.
I love the two name them, and I must say, I think him beat him record this time because I didn't even know she was pregnant.
Quick succession.
Him drop it power so fast, it was faster than his 9.58 seconds that he did before. You know what I mean? But I must say congratulations to them. It's a joy. Children are a blessing. You know what I mean? And the fact that you have twins, I always say people that get twins, triplets, all of them things, they're blessed people because it's not an everyday thing. You know what I mean? And children on a whole, they're a blessing. It's such joy to ever have a new child enter this earth, and it just brings you so much happiness.
Okay,
and I can
a real MVP in
from experience,
back to back.
My son brings so much joy to my life. I can't wait for the next one,
But watch you now, those who are listening, QQ is seeking another child. If you're interested, DM us and we will facilitate a dating program to, help you guys along the way in this pandemic.
Baby mama hook up.
Presented by Jamaica Star. The third topic this week, Jamaican migrants detained in Florida. So I don't know if you saw the news where I think 14 people were on a boat. Them always on boat. I try get away in Florida, run off of the boat, police catch up on some of them, and Coast Guard. And one of them was on the news saying, Jamaica is so rough up here, killing a guan, and no life not in Jamaica.
Really want to live, want a better life. No life is in Jamaica right now.
Only for it to come out that, sir, they said you were allegedly a criminal. So what you mean no life not here, sir? No life not here for us who don't have any records. So those who are contributing cannot say things like that. What do you mean, sir?
That means things gone so bad that all criminals are on, you know.
The criminals are complaining.
Criminals
that
are
crime
migrating.
no longer pays for them.
All around it. No, I'm not gonna tell nobody to take that type of chance there for with them life go up on the boat and all of that. But we don't know what people are dealing with on a regular basis. And just me going around people sometimes and being in certain communities, sometimes I realize even my presence in a community, probably put on a pot for the day, how much people just eat. And I'm thinking to myself, then suppose me never come. You know what would have happened? These people would have probably think figure rob. One man I got think say boy, I need figure rob. And he would have just been a victim of the society and come grow up in a.
Okay, next topic. Something that we rarely see. Tourists runs off in Jamaica, specifically in Waterhouse.
So criminals are run where
And the tourists are run come.
That makes sense.
We don't know
It
what
makes
one in
so much sense.
Jamaica.
That makes sense.
It makes so much
don't-
sense because when you see Jamaica, when you come to Jamaica and you see how beautiful Jamaica is, you just can't think there's no struggles there. When you see the beaches alone, like how could there be struggles when the beach is so pretty and we can lit up on that beach and don't have to think about nothing? The perception and what you feel like Jamaica paradise. No, I don't even think the people that live there realize.
We
the
can't
gift
afford
that-
to realize it, babes, because we can't go and place
And
them.
that's why
We're
the
broke.
tourists them are run come because them can afford for them dollars go far out here.
The fact that brother from Jamaica couldn't be a better place to him run off.
Maybe life is hard for him in America, which is why he thought Jamaica would have been the best place. Sir,
We're
kudos
better
to
than
you.
Waterhouse,
Me hear say
sir.
them are going to deport him. Like, me I beg
But
for you,
we're-
sir. God Almighty.
we're
Me I beg for
better-
them make you stay.
We're better for run off than in a Waterhouse. If him can survive in a Waterhouse, which part of
Him can't
Jamaica?
survive. That's true. True,
Him
true,
good.
true.
Him
True,
good.
true. Final topic. Foota's birthday message to Bounty Killer. I don't know if you saw this, but Foota said, "Your existence helped to propel mine, so I appreciate the day Miss Ivy gave birth to you. You're a blessing to the industry and a curse to your own greatness because of your effed up ego. I hope you change that before it's too late. Stop making the real people who love you hate you. Happy Earth Strong, Bounty." Foota, you know, so you could have just say Happy Earth Strong and move on?
But Foota has always been that person though. If something is on his mind, he's going to say it.
Foota is that type of individual, and I think people by now will recognize that. Enough time I see him say things, and people say, "Oh, you chat too much, you this, you that." But if you know Foota, you understand him. He's gonna tell you what's on his mind. Foota, I'm a brethren, and me and him we sit on one place, and he tell me, "Say, yo, Q, let me tell you this. When me see you do the other day," and then he just tell me, and I will listen, and we probably all even talk about it, and we go back and forth, and we might never find that common ground. But at the end of the day, I can appreciate a person who just tells me what it is that's on their mind.
Okay, but what if it's a person that you don't have any type of friendship
Relation.
with right now? Why do you think
they
it was
don't have
necessary
that,
to tell
but
me?
And on his birthday too. I think that was the issue people had.
it is evident, and not just from this post, but from previous posts too, that Foota wants to rekindle that friendship that he has with Rodney, simply because he recognized the value that Rodney added to his whole life and propelling his career and all of that. But he also
So QQ, you are saying him want about the friendship and this is how he's going to do it.
no, but I don't think he's disrespecting him by saying to him that his effed up ego. He's just saying to Killer what his truth. That's Foota's truth. You know what I mean? Was the day an appropriate day to say it to him? Why not? Maybe, today in birthday, we might get all these great messages. This one message might make him look deep into something and think, say, you know what? Me, I got call a boy, this is, but are the truth? Who knows? Maybe that day was just the truth. But at the end of the day, guess what? We all know Killer have him ways. Everybody has agreed on that. Fans, people who are not fans know Killer have him ways. He has come out and sometime apologized for some things, but Killer will just be Killer. And I don't think he's going to change at this point in his life. I think any form of change it will happen. would definitely have to be a few years before now. But at this point, I think he's set in his ways, and you just have to accept a man for who he is, and you just have to tell him your mind when you're ready. But you have to know, so we're brethren. One minute I tell him my mind, I will just continue the friendship.
All right, before we leave, let me ask a question to both of you. Foota also said Killer's ego is, allowing his music to suffer. Foota said Bounty's production that Foota worked on in 2006 was Killer's last big hit. Do you agree that Killer's last big hit was the song he worked on with Foota in 2006? Yes or no?
Man a bad man, we know. Other song there.
I wouldn't say yes. I would say no. Simply because I remember him and Elephant Man had a song that
legendary. And the song, this is how you do it.
How we do it. That was dominant in dancehall. Maybe it never become one of his biggest hits, and I wouldn't blame Killer for being the cause of that or production. I would more blame the space of dancehall just changed. You're not seeing certain hits in dancehall like we used to see 10 years ago from any artist. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't even say it's just a Killer thing. Would I agree with him to say that some of the stuff that Killer put out now doesn't match up to the production he's had before? Certainly. But that's not just Killer's fault. That's also producer's fault.
You are absolutely correct. All right, Shereita, do you agree?
I don't agree 100%. I mean, as QQ said, some of his songs lately have been,
hit and miss.
Yeah, they've been hit and misses. But I mean, there is some truth to what Foota said. I mean, I don't want to get in trouble with Killer, because in cross, angry, miserable style. I don't want him to say the girl from Dunga Star.
We are going to block you.
I mean, the truth is the truth, and I think foundational relationships are important, and I think that was what Foota was getting to. He was saying, please do everything you can to preserve the relationships that you started out with, and I think that is very essential in an artist's life.
All right.
But just to interject before you go, never be afraid to shred leaves. Sometimes we have to get rid of some of the people around us to grow.
All right.
That is also very important in any industry.
That is true.
True.
All right. Point. Thank you so much for joining us, QQ. And that is where we are going to end. QQ said we have to shed people around us. So, Shereita, I'm going to shed you for this year.
I will do the same.
So that we can move on into segment 2 of Star Chat.
All right.
Thank you so much, you guys.
All right, big up. Thank you.
We're heading right into segment 2 with our star counselor, Statius.
So this person says, Dear Star Counselor, I'm 43 years old and I have been married for 5 years. My husband is my third lover. My husband is a good lover. We have 2 children, but there is something missing when it comes to sex. I have never had an orgasm. Ever. I spoke with my friends, and the things their husbands do to them in the bedroom, my husband says he has never done. He says certain things are a sin. Okay, so my advice to this person, to this lady, is that you need to be able to talk to your husband. Tell him the things that you like. You say him good, so he must, reach a little one rhythm or a little one motion or a position that you actually enjoy. So talk to him and tell him, say, yeah, right there, so that me like. And you'll get there.
Thank you, Statius, for coming into the Star Chat room and giving us that word of advice for our followers. Come into my room. I still like that song, the Statius. Yeah, I go up on the remix. And we're heading into segment 3 with our performance from Renee 630.
Star, tell them go check the press for details. Man ask Christ about that one, yeah. Broke life not keep over your so. What me say? Broke life nah keep over yourself. A hard work, investment, and elevate yourself. Renee 630. Broke life nah keep. No, that's not me or mine. Waste girl nah keep. No, that's not me or mine. Broke life nah keep. No, that's not me or mine. Waste girl nah keep. No, that's not me. Look on me and back to a rebirth. Forward in the standard, do no reverse. Wife in a action, me know me word. Frat ride with the mansion before me dirt. And any man me loving anytime, any my break only time, any my plan to touch. All of my boss ladies them pay for no advertisement in a star. Right there so machine. No boy can't tell me I'm one of things. Real girl boss pull me one of strings. Work hard me no need you. And I might try to me keep you. Yeah, you can't lock me, I'm real with you. No like broke man, me not feel you. Hey, no boy can't tell me I'm one of things. Real girl boss. You know why them can't stay, they look good girl them. Star make them know say 6:30. It bond them to all my firm and sturdy. My body want me get it done from early. Do what I want, do what I please. Remember my money enough, my hips them broad and my body well do up. Price can't I wait till the bench show up. Well comfortably, you know say them. Lose them man and them a cry when him big him get. Shirt drop luxury light and it killing them slow. Na girl can't diss me killing them sure. Living a jet life, drink chong then snore. Watch me up a lot on the bag of them. Them not up like this. Star big up on yourself, I don't know Jamaican recording artist Renee 6:30. Jamaica, respect for the support.